Hello, welcome to Crochet with Sandy K. I'm Sandy K and I crochet. So, still working on the shirt. If you've seen my previous couple videos talking about it, got about this far. And in my last video, I talked a little bit about my son and that lovely little scam I was a part of. As far as the scam goes, there's nothing new to report on that. I'm still waiting for the bank to send me the information they need to send me. I did receive from them a notice about the checks bouncing because of insufficient funds, which already knew it was going to happen. So it is double confirmed now that this is what happened. They said the whole process could take about 90 business days. So that's a long time. Hopefully it's faster than that, but I mean, I don't know what they're even going to do. Just hope everything's okay. I haven't been contacted by the scammers again. So that's good. Son's doing good. Wife's doing good. My wife is actually pregnant, and we have our second son who's going to be due in October, which is pretty exciting. But after that, we're done. No more kids. We're already in our 40s. She'll be 41 when our son's born. I'll be almost 42. So, like, we're done at the 2. We would have liked to have a daughter, but 2 sons is fine. You can be a boy mom. Fine with me. But, you know, like, I always pictured myself with 2 or 3 kids, so 2 is perfect. Not a whole lot going on in my life right now. Son is at that lovely age where they ask this for everything. He'll be 2.5 on the 13th of this month, so I guess it's, you know, at that normal stage to do that. Yeah, he is pretty smart. Sometimes I feel like he's a little behind maybe in speech because we can't really like have a conversation with him, and if he says a phrase or a sentence, you can't really understand every word, but you know he's saying something because if you ask him what, he repeats exactly what he said. And part of that is like he felt like if he's gonna say, look, a dog over there, he's gonna say, look, there's a dog there. Like he puts little gibberish in between words, like, look, the dog there, you know, or something. And then if he's saying a phrase or a word that sounds nothing like what the actual word is, but we haven't figured out that that's how he says that word, there's no way to know what's gibberish and what's just the way he says something. It's kind of cute, actually. I find it a little adorable because like, okay, or like he'll randomly say like mama or mommy or our dog's name Evie, And then we'll be like, what about them? And he'll be like, I just said mommy. I was like, oh, you did? Okay. Or one of his favorite things is like if you repeat things like over and over. Like, because we'll talk to the dog, we'll be like, well, he started it. He'd go, Evie, Evie, Evie. So then we would do it, and then he wants, mostly my wife, mostly mama, to also do it, and then he'll like throw out random words like car, and then you'll be like, car, car, car. But yeah, I'm sure you don't really care that much about my toddler. I was just making a point to say that I'm not sure if he's on track with speech or not. I was just looking at the time because I have soda in the freezer, so I don't want it to, explode in there. And I was like, okay, how long have I had it in there? I am worried that I might run out of yarn before I get this finished because I'm this far. And this, going like this, has to go around my chest area. And it's got a long way to go. And I have drop the hook. So we'll see. I might have to get a little bit more. I would have more if I didn't have to frog and then the yarn. I had to cut some off because it knotted, and because it's so thin, it is very hard to get off or to untie. Like if it's knotted, you're done. So I've had like short little starts that were maybe around this size, maybe a little bit, actually they were a little bit smaller than this, that I had to just cut off and throw away. And the yarn got tangled once and I had to cut that and throw it away. So I have like a couple smaller balls just like ready for when I run out of this, but I still don't think it's gonna be enough to make the whole thing go around my waist, and then, my chest, and then and then sleeves, and the waist part of the shirt I'm making in a dark gray, so that is the same. It was the same size ball, like they were the same yarn, just different colors. Can you call this yarn? I would say that it's more string. It's very thin, but I was like, I want to try to make it a wearable, but I need yarn for that because I could use acrylic yarn, but it might be itchy. I don't want it itchy, so I got some cotton yarn, but it's a little more expensive, so I had to get the small skeins. Like I didn't realize when I ordered them that they were so small because I got them from Amazon. And when I got them, I was like, oh. And I was like, oh, well, it's pretty thin, so maybe. But yeah, that's what's going on with me today. Thank you so much for watching this. Please remember to do all the things, like to let me know that you liked it, like, comment, subscribe, all of that, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.